Do you guys like the internet? I know I do. Today we're going to be talking about net neutrality. It's something that's really important. Not a lot of people know about it. Net neutrality is the principle that internet service providers and governments regulating most of the internet must treat all data on the internet the same and not discriminate or charge differently by user, content, website, platform, application, type of attached equipment, or method of communication. For instance, under these principles, internet service providers are unable to intentionally block, slow down, or charge money for specific websites and online content. Yeah, I just read that from Wikipedia. So the Federal Communications Commissioner, Ajit Pai, who used to work for Verizon, is really set on rolling back net neutrality. Basically, he's making this out to be like some sort of government overreach of the internet and how internet is provided to people across America. In reality, this is not the case. Net neutrality just makes it a very competitive playing field on the internet. It's the reason why small businesses are able to pop up on the internet and really thrive when they reach out to certain marketplaces. So this is not really the case. Net neutrality just makes it so that the internet is a fair and level playing field for all kinds of businesses and people to access and to market on. Personally, I have had a great experience with the internet in general. I've been able to learn so much from the internet and get so involved with the drumming community just because of the internet. And the idea that access to that would be so skewed and hindered for especially low-income people is really scary to me. And it threatens communities like ours, communities for all kinds of hobbies and interests. I learned so much when I was starting out just from the internet, and watching drumline videos all the time has been like one of the best tools, not only for me but for any young drummer really. So that's why everybody should be concerned about net neutrality and its rollback. If net neutrality is rolled back, then that hinders so many people from being able to access drumming videos. The only way that you might actually be able to access drumming videos is if you buy more content from your internet service provider, which they could do now, because if net neutrality is rolled back, we might see something like how in Portugal, you have to pay more for different kinds of content. As well, big companies on the internet like Google and Amazon could potentially communicate with internet service providers and try to slow down the internet rates of competing websites. The reason they do this is because they see smaller companies as competitive threats to their market. They're trying to make this out to be some sort of big government conspiracy, but it's not, okay? This is not even a partisan issue. During the FCC's comment period, 22 million comments were left, and a majority of them, an overwhelming majority, were in favor of net neutrality. And when they announced their plan to roll back net neutrality, they didn't even have any mention of this. 22 million comments were filed by Americans, and the idea that they don't even care about that because the telecom industry has such a hold on lobbying in Washington is really scary. Everything from drumming videos to forums to social media where you catch up on the latest news in drumming, yeah, that's all at threat. So yeah, go to battleforthenet.com in the description. It'll give you an easy way to contact your representatives and give you some more information on the topic if you feel like you want it. And yeah, thank you guys very much for watching.